Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope I've reached you in a positive mood. Welcome to those, this is your first time listening, and welcome back to those who follow me. This is all business, some commentary here and there, some advice and some motivation. This is for people who are trying to start a business or are already running a small business. So I wanted to jump on here really quick and talk about these companies that are going under. And, every week is someone new. I think this week is Claire's Boutique. We know about Toys R Us already. So the thing that I wanted to point out for those of you that are at this small level, I want you to think of the Toys R Us founder, the Lazarus guy. His last name was Lazarus. So he started making furniture for children. So I want you to think about you and what you're doing. Is this something that can grow into, a large corporation? Do you plan on buying other businesses, companies? This is like the big picture here. Yes, you're laying your groundwork, but I want you to think very critically about the groundwork that you're laying and what is it going to be for, knowing that your vision will be taken in different directions once you hand it off. So I wanted to talk about having, some level of control in a sense where you're laying this now and you're writing and you're putting there's things that you can do. You can say, hey, I want the company to do this. I want this person to be head. I want this, that, but after you're gone, and in some instances, after you've lost or sold your controlling share of the company, you don't have any more say. So while you have your say now, right now, while you have some say, start learning about what interests you and in what directions are you going to go. Are you going to support your children's dreams as it pertains to your business? Are you going to go in their direction? Are you going to go in your teammates, your team's direction, what they suggest? Are you going to keep going on your track? Combine the directions. What are you going to do? I know people that start off with one franchise and then you look up and they have, 30 franchises. You're like, wow. You can't even meet these people anymore. Like in the beginning, yeah, you could probably see them every day. They're out, they're visible, they're doing this, they're doing that. But once they get to that level, you can't hardly schedule a meeting with them. You can't. A lot of times you can't even know who they are. They have the individual people, they have the company or the business into a trust and into some more. You can't even figure out who actually owns it unless it's public. So, I would say take the time to think critically about the direction that you want to take. If you want to be a franchise owner, if you want to buy into other people's ideas, are you going to create something new? Sometimes things pop up as the need presents itself. And so now you're in production. You're in a battle to come first with a new idea or a new product, a new service. So be writing this stuff down. That's part of the 5-year, the 10-year, the 20-year. This is stuff that still needs to be wrote down and thought about on a deep level. That way your day to day also matches. And then it gives you it reboosts you. It gives you some more energy. You may have, been lacking on the energy. You sit there looking at your computer screen, it's blank. You don't know really what to say. You've researched, you've read, or you're writing and it's just not coming out right, or you know. Go sharpen whatever skills that you need to sharpen. If you don't have time to sharpen those skills, go find someone with those skills. Become their friend. I'm going to leave this very short and sweet, but I wanted to jump on here and speak to people's bigger pictures. The big picture. Don't lose sight, and don't be nervous to think big. Don't be scared to think big. Don't think, oh, look how these businesses failed. Yeah, you can go and study and see how and why, but don't let that deter you from reaching high as well. But make sure that you're laying your foundation, and make sure that you don't make those same mistakes. You know, you can't really do anything about once you've passed on, or, you know, once you've passed on the majority stake of your company, there's not too much you can do about what, you know, the bigger picture. That's why it's important. If you want a say-so, you keep your controlling stake. Sometimes you're still, you know, voted out in a sense. You know, you may just be making horrible decisions, and like your team members are like, hey, we trying to save you, you know. And they may have to take some power from you, or however that works. But if you don't have a skill and you don't have time to learn it, go find someone with that skill. This whole me nation, this is just, everyone is about self, which is good. That's actually a good thing. I think it's a natural instinct, so we don't have to add to that. But we've added the seclusion and the isolation. We've added the hatred. We've added the bias. We've added the mindset to be horrible to each other, you know. There's no way. Like, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dentist. So for me to say, hey, I'm gonna do my cavity because I don't want to go and find a dentist. What? Does that make any sense? Same thing with web design. Same thing with logos. Same thing with writing. Some people are they just not good writers. Like, this is not something that they enjoy, and it's going to take a long time for them to get good at it. And they need someone to write their stuff for them. They need someone to put their ideas on paper and put it into words that a reader can understand and comprehend and interact with. There are some people that are great with the written word, but can't speak, or, have a problem with large crowds of people and speaking. So sit back and write down also what your strengths and your weaknesses are. Where you're weak, go find people that are strong in those areas, and surround yourself around those type of people that will compliment you, and you will compliment them as well. So good luck. Don't forget to write your executive summary. Hopefully you guys are to that level where you're writing that executive summary, and feel free to email me. I can proofread. I can do a number of things for you if you need any help getting some of those ideas out. I also write business plans, and I write marketing plans, as well as I do just general business consulting. So I'll leave my email in the link. Feel free to contact me, and good luck.